When Tom Brady took over for Drew Bledsoe in 2001, no one knew a dynasty was being born. A sixth-round pick with a chip on his shoulder, stepping in for a $100 million franchise quarterback. It sounded insane. But that moment changed everything. 2 decades later, that empire, the New England Patriots, has fallen. The banners still hang in Gillette Stadium, but the magic? It's gone. Or is it? Because in 2025, something feels different. Rookie quarterback Drake Maye has arrived. A new head coach, Mike Vrabel, is calling the shots. And for the first time since Tom Brady left, Patriots Nation is daring to believe again. But here's the real question. Can you actually reboot a dynasty? Or once greatness fades, is it gone forever? Act 1. The Rise, when legends are born. Let's rewind to the early 2000s. The Patriots were not the gold standard back then. They were scrappy, inconsistent, and pretty forgettable. Drew Bledsoe was talented, sure, but he wasn't transformational. Then came that fateful game against the Jets in 2001. Bledsoe gets crushed by M.O. Lewis. Enter a skinny kid from Michigan with a baby face and unshakable confidence. That injury changed NFL history. Brady's calm under pressure, paired with Belichick's defensive genius, sparked something no one saw coming. And think about this. Their first Super Bowl win came against the greatest show on turf, Rams, the most explosive offense in football. The Patriots were underdogs by 14 points. Yet they shocked the world. That one wasn't luck. It was the start of a culture. The Patriot way. Discipline, adaptability, and doing your job. Every player knew their role. No egos. No drama. Just football. And that's what built the dynasty. Act 2. The fall, when the empire crumbles. But like all dynasties, cracks started to form. Let's be honest, the Patriots' dominance wasn't built on friendship. It was built on tension. Belichick's cold, militaristic approach worked as long as Brady was there to balance it. Brady gave heart. Belichick gave order. Together, they created balance, kind of like yin and yang. But by the late 2010s, the magic was fading. The 2017 Super Bowl against the Eagles, the first sign of weakness. The loss to the Titans in Brady's final game, the end of an era. Then came the breakup. Brady to Tampa Bay. Belichick stuck in New England with Cam Newton and a rebuild no one asked for. And here's the thing, Brady didn't just leave. He won another ring immediately. In Tampa, without Belichick. That hurt. The Patriot way suddenly looked outdated. Free agents didn't want to come. Players weren't buying in. And the mystique that once terrified the league was gone. By 2023, the Patriots had become something they hadn't been in decades. Irrelevant. Act 3. The Reset. Enter Drake Maye and Mike Vrabel. Fast forward to 2025. The stage is set for a reboot. Drake Maye, tall, confident, athletic, and surprisingly composed for a rookie. He's not trying to be Tom Brady, and that's key. Because you can't replace a legend. You have to build a new one. And alongside him, Mike Vrabel, a former Patriot, a 3-time Super Bowl champion, and one of the most respected defensive minds in football. When he played, Vrabel embodied everything the Patriot way stood for: toughness, accountability, team-first mentality. But now, as head coach, he's bringing his own flavor. Belichick's structure with a touch of player empathy. This duo, Maye and Vrabel, could be the foundation of something new. Act 4. What it takes to reboot a dynasty. So what does it actually take to rebuild greatness? Because let's be real, rebuilding isn't just about drafting a good quarterback. It's about culture, timing, and leadership. Here's the blueprint. 1. Identity rebuild. The Patriots need to redefine who they are without Brady. Are they a defensive powerhouse? A young, fast offense? A smash-mouth team again? That identity matters. 2. Modernizing the offense. For years, New England lagged behind the league's creative offenses. You watch Miami or Kansas City and see fireworks. Then you watch the Patriots and, well, you wonder if they're still running plays from 2005. Drake Maye could change that. 3. Developing trust. Remember how Brady could scream at Belichick and still have dinner with him after? That trust built results. Maye and Vrabel have to form their version of that. fire, and mutual respect. 4. Drafting and free agency. Dynasties are built through the draft. Belichick was once a master of finding hidden gems. Julian Edelman, Malcolm Butler, James White. The question is, can they rediscover that magic? 5. Embracing evolution. You can't bring back the old Patriot way. You need Patriot Way 2.0, the version that keeps the discipline but evolves with the modern NFL, analytics, player freedom, and social media presence. Act 5. Lessons from other reboots. Let's zoom out. Rebooting a dynasty isn't unique to New England. Look at the 49ers. After Montana and Young, they vanished for a decade. Then, boom, Shanahan and Purdy bring them back to contender status. Look at the Chiefs before Mahomes. Decent but forgettable. Then one generational quarterback changed everything. So the Patriots? They got the ingredients. The question is, can they cook? Act 6. The road ahead. Hope in Foxborough. You can feel in the air again. The crowd is louder. The jerseys are selling. The optimism is real. Drake Maye throwing lasers in practice. Vrabel calling out players like the old days. And if history tells us anything, never count out the Patriots when everyone thinks they're done. That's when they're most dangerous. But maybe this isn't about chasing the old dynasty. Maybe it's about writing a new one. A version that belongs to a new generation of fans who never saw Brady lift the Lombardi. A generation that grew up in the post-dynasty drought. What if the Patriots don't need to bring back the past? What if they're meant to redefine what a dynasty looks like in 2025? Closing thoughts. So, can the Patriots reboot a dynasty? Maybe not the same one, but maybe, just maybe, they can build something better. Because dynasties aren't about trophies. They're about belief, culture, and legacy. And if any franchise knows how to rise from the ashes, it's New England. Audience interaction. What do you think? Is Drake Maye the real deal? Can Mike Vrabel bring back that Patriot Way energy? Or are the Patriots stuck chasing ghosts of their own past? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading all of them. And remember, greatness doesn't die. It just reloads.